What's that God has put in your hands? This caught my attention when I was reading the story of Moses, and it was in Exodus chapter 4, verses 1 to 2. And this is what it says. But Moses said, "What if they don't believe me or listen to me? What if they say, 'The Lord never appeared to you'?" Then the Lord asked him, "What is that in your hand?" "A shepherd's staff," Moses replied. It's interesting to see that when Moses had that moment, an encounter with God, and looking at chapter 3 that preceded this chapter 4, he found the burning bush and he had his godly encounter. And in everything, God showed him and revealed that he was the God, indeed the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But Moses had one fear. If I go out to your people, how they know that I am sent me? And Moses just exhibited what most of us go through when you realize that there is a calling in your life and God has put it in your heart to go out and do something new or unique. He panicked. He was like, "You know what, God, they won't believe me," and Moses couldn't see anything much that he could offer. But it's interesting. God asked Moses, "What's that you have in your hand?" Now, understanding the culture of pastoralists, they always carry a rod. The emblem of authority for Jethro's shepherds, and most shepherds at that time, was a rod called a matah. It's just a stick. Of course, it had some carvings or anything, but of course it definitely had its different steps of design or trends. But this is the interesting thing. It wasn't about the staff. It was about what it symbolized. For a shepherd, his rod was his authority. It was his status. For God to ask Moses for that rod, he was literally telling Moses, "All that you have, give it to me, and I will use it." Later on in the Bible, you see the widow of Zarephath. When Elijah is there, he tells her, "Prepare me what you have." And she said, "All I have is oil in a jar and a few grains of flour that I can make that last piece of bread." But this is my point, and this is what I'm getting at. God multiplied what she had in her hands. The little boy who had 5 loaves and 2 fish, when he approached Jesus, that's all he had. That was the lunch for a little boy. But Jesus asked, "What does he have?" Now, today, God is asking you as a child of God, what's that you have in your hand? Is it your talent? Is it your time? Is it your physical self? What is it about that thing that you think is not significant? God wants to take it and use it. And he will take it, he will break it, he will multiply it and make it grand. So my challenge to you today is to take that one thing that's in your hand and give it to God and let him use it for his glory. Until next time, God bless you.